And so let's go ahead and get started. I'm Elizabeth Yearwood, and I'm with the Small Business Administration, and we are very excited to be partnering with Greater Omaha SCORE and the Rural Enterprise Assistance Project on bringing you the Marketing Academy, which is an 11-session series of webinars on all sorts of marketing topics. Today, we are going to be learning how to create with Canva, and we have Raul Arcos-Hawkins from the Rural Enterprise Assistance Project, and he's a business development specialist who is going to share his expertise with us today. And then you're also doing next week, right, with Google My Business?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. We're looking forward to that one too. So if anybody has questions, please do go ahead and enter them into the chat box so that we can get them answered for you during the presentation. And with that, again, thank you to SCORE for setting this up for us. And I'm going to turn things over to Raul.
Thank you, everybody, for joining me. First, I want to thank you again for being here. One of the things on my presentation, I had all these links that were supposed to be working. Unfortunately, we all love technology, and they're not. So I do have them pulled up. I'm going to share my screen. This is going to be kind of interactive presentation, more than just the presentation itself. I will have up the screen. I have a second screen that I'm going to be sharing with you, that I'm sharing the presentation on, that will have the website for Canva. This is very introductory, so if you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop them in the chat box, and we will answer them as we go throughout the presentation. A little bit of who we are, so that way you can get familiar with who the Center for Rural Affairs. Again, this is Introduction to Canva. A little bit about us. The Center for Rural Affairs stands for small family farmers and ranchers, new business owners, and rural communities. For more than 45 years, we have been the leading force engaging people to build a better rural future. Our mission is to establish strong rural communities, social and economic justice, environmental stewardship, and a genuine opportunity for all while engaging people in decisions that affect the quality of their lives and their future in their communities. Again, this is Introduction to Canva, powered by the SBA and the Greater Omaha SCORE and REAP. Today, the agenda, we're going to talk a little bit about what is Canva, how to create an account, home screen menus, Canva templates and tools, and creating a digital promotion, creating a GIF for a video, downloading and uploading, some fun features, and then some helpful hints. First, we're going to start off, what is Canva? So Canva is a graphic design platform that allows users to create social media graphics, presentations, posters, documents, and other visual content. And this is what their homepage looks like. It is very user-friendly, so you can drag and drop, and it's very easy to use. It has 1,000 customizable templates that you can utilize. And there's more than 4 million designs available. Which is pretty amazing. And then also the other amazing thing is Canva is available in 100 languages. So if you're comfortable in English, you can do it in English, you can do it in Spanish, or any other language that you would like. Canva, you can go into the settings and change the language. The other thing, it can be easily accessed through your computer browser or mobile applications. If you're using your phone to do any work with Canva, it is very difficult to maneuver because of how small it is. I would suggest if you're doing the mobile application that you utilize a tablet. It's a lot easier to manipulate on a bigger screen rather than a smaller screen from your phone. If you're in a jam where your phone is the only thing you can do, you could utilize it. It's just a little harder to manipulate because of how small the screen is. So it does take a little bit of more time. Just remember that it does need, you do need an internet connection required in order to save all the work that you're doing. You can also take classes with Canva School Design, which is pretty handy tool that Canva does have, where it'll give you a whole course on how to utilize all the features that Canva has available for this platform. There's different courses, like you can do Canva in the classroom, social media, graphic design basics, branding your business, presentations to impress, which was one of my favorites. You can do tutorials on how to design, how to get started, how to utilize the paid subscription, branding with Canva. They do also have events that you can participate in. There's one, the After Hours Branding Your Business, which if you guys love some of these virtual meetings, this one is a really, it's a good one. I've attended one before. They give you a lot of insight on how to keep that message in that same branding throughout all of your promotions or any ads that you create. So it is very interesting. I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with these after hours events because you get more knowledge from other small businesses or other entrepreneurs on what they're doing and how to utilize Canva itself. So if you'd like, this one is a really good tool to utilize the Canva School of Design. Let me get back to my presentation. One of the other things to consider, you can have a free account, which will sometimes limit what are some of the graphics that you can utilize and some of the templates. You could do a paid account, which usually you can do, it's about $10 a month. If you buy the whole year subscription, you can get a discounted price for getting the whole subscription for a year. Okay, so how do we create an account? You could either use your Google browser and type in your bar Canva, or you can do www.canva.com, and there's 3 options to create an account. You can sign up with Google, sign up with your Facebook, or sign up with your email. You got to remember that if you're utilizing the option with Facebook to utilize your Facebook account, you must allow Canva permission to access your Facebook. And with people right now being kind of leery about who has access to their Facebook, this might not be a good option for you. So it just depends. Also, if you're a nonprofit and you would like to get Canva, the Pro, for free, you would have to submit an application, and usually it takes about 30 days for it to be reviewed, and then you could usually get Canva for nonprofits, and it's essentially the Pro version, which is about, I believe, $130 worth a year of free Canva subscription that you can get if you're a nonprofit. So if you submit your application, make sure that you have the adequate information and documentation that you need in order to apply. All you have to do is come in here. And you can also not only for the nonprofit, you can add more team members in your nonprofit in order to get everybody on the same page. So that's one of the most important things for Canva, is that you can actually get it for free if you're a nonprofit. And like I said, I'm going to be switching back and forth between the page itself and the presentation, so hopefully nobody gets dizzy. Again, we're going to continue with how do you create an account. You can sign up using your Google account. If you're on Chrome, it's a lot easier sometimes. It gives you that option. A window is going to appear, and it's going to ask you to choose what account you're going to sign in with. If you're signed in with like different accounts, if it's your personal, your business, or your business account, choose which account will fit better for your needs, and then sign through with your Google account. The other one, you can sign in again with your Facebook account. Choose to register with Facebook and then hit continue. Again, once you hit continue, you are allowing Canva access to your Facebook. So if you're leery about that, about providing that information, this may not be a good option for you. The other one, if you're signing up with Facebook and you're not utilizing Chrome, it will ask you for your login information in order to sign up. And if you're just using your regular email that is not a Gmail account, You're gonna have to enter your email, enter your password, and then verify your password, and then get started. So let's pretend that we've already done this information, and let's log in with Facebook. And like I said, it's super simple. If you're gonna sign up, it will pop up. It will give you the 3 options that you want to use on how to sign in. I've already created my account. And it will give you the option of which account you want to use. This one, I usually have my work email. So that's the account that we will be using. And let's get started. So like I said, we're going to go in a mix between presentation and the actual website. So then that way you can get better information on how to utilize Canva. And let me go. So one of the first things that we want to do is look at the menu or the home screen. There is 2 different menus. You have the top menu and then you have the side menu. So we're going to look at the top menu. First, let me get out of that. We're going to look at this one up here that will give you information about how to utilize Canva itself. First, obviously, if you hit home, you're going to come back to this home screen. Your templates is, to me, this one is somewhat a lot easier to maneuver because it'll give you the top 6 templates that are being utilized. You have one, your social media, your personal, your business, marketing, education, and then whatever is trending. So you will have all these templates that are easy to utilize. The second one, the second tab fourth tab over, will be your features. It'll give you probably like the top 5. Which ones are the best that people have been using? You have photos, icons, print items, applications, and then explore. This to me is one of probably the handiest tools that they have because it gives you opportunity to explore who are your team members. And then we're going to talk a little bit about, once we go into the side menu, how to create videos, graphics and charts, and then photo editing, which is one of my other favorite aspects of Canva. The other one is Learn. It will give you quick access to a lot of their workshops that they have available online, like how to get started with Canva, how to design, the social media marketing, graphic design basics, and building your brand. And then it also does have tabs on the other side, design school, some of the courses and tutorials, plus they also have a blog. So if you're really excited and you have other questions and you may not want to ask the help center, or you want somebody else to give you more information or maybe some tricks, I would check out their blog section. It's actually really, really good. The other one over here is the pricing. What are some of the pricing that they have? If you click on any of these little tabs, it will bring you to the page. On this one, if you're looking at the pricing, it gives you the plans of what they have. What are the features for a plan? If you do the monthly one for the Pro, which is usually your best value, it will be about $10 a month, but it's billed annually. Or you can do the Enterprise, which allows you to have a lot more, which is $30 a month, and it also is billed annually. Let's go back to the home. The other one on the top, if we continue, you will have your help center that will provide you more help that you need, just in case you get stuck on something. And also at the bottom of the screen, there is a chat that will assist you in case you have any problems. With your account settings, this is where you go in, and if you need to change the language, you can. So if we go into our account settings, it will give you information, which account you're set in, billing, if you're paying, and and if you have any teams, or if you want to create a team, you can come down here and add people. Say that you are the owner of the business and you want to include another team member, an employee who can also help you with any design or any promotion, you can add them via email. And this is the easiest way to do it. And then if you need to order anything off of Canva, say that you have flyers or postcards or anything that you wanted to, you are able to order them via Canva if you would like that option. The other one, it's an easier way to access on how to create a design. And then your icon up here with your picture, if you choose to put one, it will give you just your account settings, get help, refer friends, if you want to join a team, and also to sign out. Anybody have any questions before we continue onto the side menu? And I haven't been paying attention to the chat.
I'm not seeing any in the chat box.
Somebody asked if Canva is good for bloggers and aggregators for websites. I guess it depends what your needs as a blogger. I personally haven't used it as a blogger. I don't do a lot of blogs, but I guess it just depends. And we're going to continue. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat box. We're going to talk about the other menu that's on the side. If you hit recommend for you, it will give you all of these recommendations here on the bottom that are available for you. Usually those recommendations are based on what designs you use the most or what designs are the most popular. So say that you've been using the presentation or the flyer, it'll give you a lot more templates specifically tailored to that recommendation. Sometimes a lot of the some of the recommendations that are on here are going to be something that you probably didn't consider, and then once you look at them, you're like, I wonder if I need those. So it's a lot easier for me when you look at those recommendations sometimes is to look and see if any of these would fit your marketing needs. The other one is your designs. Right now, I only have one because this is the one I utilize for the presentations that I have. It'll just line them all up. The other one is say that somebody's sharing any designs, they will be in this folder. This is one of my favorites that I teach a lot to our clients is how do you build a brand? And it will give you ways on how to maintain that brand throughout any of your marketing needs. So to me, this is the most helpful tool out of Canva. And I absolutely love it because you can upload your logo, and then what are your colors? What are your brand colors that you want to continue throughout any of the marketing needs that you may have in order to keep that same branding and the same messaging. So to me, this for a business, this is probably the most liked feature and the feature that people use the most. Again, say that you want to add somebody else to your team that will help you create any design or any flyer or any anything that you may need. It is super easy. You click on create a team, put their email address, and then send the invite. Yes, it is. Somebody asked if it was possible to have multiple brands for different businesses. It is. You should be able to add more on here. It just depends on how many you want to have. I've done it for right now for 2, but there's a separate account that I use, like a personal one, where I have up to, I think, five different businesses that I'm helping with different logos. So it is possible to have more than one. The other one is all your folders that will give you a better access on all your designs. You can like a template, so that way it comes up as one of your featured templates or recommended. Say that that's one of your favorite templates that you want to utilize for social media. That template will keep coming up, and it will be a lot easier for you to say, instead of scrolling through 1,000 templates of social media, that if you see something you like, hit like, and then they will show up automatically. Anything that you have purchased, anything that's been shared with you, your uploads, and then your trash. In your trash, as long as you do not empty your trash, most of your designs will stay in there, or any graphics that you need. I've had designs that I've accidentally deleted and I didn't even realize it, and they were in there a year later. So as long as you don't empty it, you should be fine and you should be able to recover. And then again, on the bottom, it gives you the opportunity to utilize Canva. If this is the first time and you're signing up with Canva, you have 30 days to try the Pro. My suggestion is, if you do try the Pro and you don't like it, to please cancel your subscription 2 days before. It happened to me when I originally utilized Canva, that I canceled the day of, the last day of my subscription, or the trial period, and they still charged my credit card. So then I had to call Canva. They were really polite. They apologized and they took the charge off. It took about 3 to 5 business days to take that charge off my credit card. So if you want to utilize it for 30 days and see how this works for you, it is amazing. But if you don't like it, please cancel 2 days before the trial date, or otherwise they will charge your credit card. So that's something that is very important, to make sure that you're keeping that in mind. And now we're going to look at some of the templates. So we're going back a little bit to the presentation. Somebody else has a question. So right now, Canva, some of the templates will allow you to integrate with website design, but you have to make sure that you're utilizing the right templates because of the way that it's formatted. So that was one of the questions: can we utilize Canva for website design? Yes, but sometimes you just have to make sure which templates you are using. If you look, make sure that when you're looking at templates, pick one that's right for your promotion or your ad. What are you going to be working on? For example, we're going to utilize the social media one right here, the one that's on the screen. What are you promoting? What is the concept? And what is your messaging? So depending on those 3 questions that I always ask my clients is, what are we promoting? What's going to be the concept, and what's the messaging? And also keep in mind your brand. So when you're looking at templates, is what is it going to be? What ad is going to capture, or the promotion is going to capture the attention of your clients? So always pick the template that is going to work for that promotion specifically. One of the ones that so let's say for time being that we decided that we're going to pick this design and we're ready to start working on it. And we're going to look at the tools in order to make this design. So there's 2 different toolbars. One of them is on the top, and then the other one that is on the bottom. And let me switch back to the actual. So we're going to look at the toolbar and what are some of these tools for Canva, what we can use. So we're going to start first on the top, and then we're going to work ourselves on the bottom. Obviously, if you click home, it will take you back to the home screen. File, you will have here, you'll be able to, if you have a paid subscription, you can resize it. If you don't, if you have the free account, unfortunately, it won't let you. You'll just have to go back and pick a different template. And what you could do, say you like this one, but you don't want to pay to resize it. What I do is I just drag and cover it, and then copy it, and then paste it onto whatever template you decide to use if you want to resize it to make it bigger. This one is just for social media, so obviously the pixels the size will be a lot smaller. You can also, from here on File, create a new design. You want to save it. Any edits that you make or changes will automatically be saved. You don't have to hit save. So that's the good thing about it. It's just like Google. It will automatically save anything that you're working on. Say that you have a team and your team is working together on this design. If there's any comments, you can resolve the comments also on the design. If you want to see how this design has been progressing, there is a version history on there. Obviously, this one is a paid subscription. You can always make a copy of this. Say that you're sharing it, but this is the original design, and you want to make sure you want to keep the original design to see how it's transitioned. You can make a copy, and you can also download. And there's also the help button. View. You can have a scrolling view like we have right now, or you can do a thumbnail, which if you look at the bottom, you do have, it gives you the progression. I made several copies of this, so that way we can see the progression from how it started from the template to how it's finished. And it will give you like the pages on the bottom. Or you could do a grid view, which I personally don't like because then it kind of blocks this on the other side. So usually what I do is either stay with the scrolling view, or you can do the thumbnail. It's up to you how you want to utilize that. The other aspect that I like is it will show you the ruler, so that way you can make sure that all your designs are perfectly aligned. The other thing is it will give you guides also on the side and on the top. And if you look on it will turn blue, like a sky blue or aqua, so that way you know where the guides are. So you're able to see like where the print bleed is, or where the edge of the paper is going to show up. The other thing that is going to also show your margins. So this is usually specifically for if you're going to type. This is what your margins, where you want to keep that typing or any set of typing that you're going to put in. And it will also show you your print bleed, so where the line is going to be, where it's going to stop. So you can. That's also like super helpful. I've been using Canva for a while, so I usually don't use those. But if you need any of these guides, it is important for you guys to have them on there. The other one again is resize. If you don't have a paid subscription, unfortunately, you can't resize it unless you pay for that account. Going up here, usually will give you, like we haven't made any changes. So up here, it should give you a little back arrow where, say you made a mistake or you deleted something, you can always go back and bring it back to the original design that you had. Up here is how you want to name, where you can name your design. So then that way you can keep a better track and a better record. Again, this will give you the option to try Canva for free. Or update. Here is if you want to share. So say that this is a design that you started working and you have a team. You can put their email address on here and share this design specifically with your team, or you can share the whole, all the pages that are coming up. The other one will give you the option to play what it looks like once it's done. This has 3 different components. The way that I set it up to show you guys how to do this, and I'll show you the progression here in a minute. And then you have the other one where you have the option to download. So depending on what your needs are, so say this one is just a social media graphic, you can always download it as a PNG or a PNG with the high quality. JPEG, I usually don't recommend it because it's a smaller size file, but sometimes it will look distorted when you upload it to any social media, or if you're trying to print it. You do have a PDF standard, which is a smaller size for multiple page documents. So say that you have some worksheets that you worked on, because there is work documents that you can utilize. That one is specifically for that. And then you do also have a PDF print, which is a higher quality for a better printing quality that you're going to get for that multi-page document. There is SVG for a sharp vector, but that's also for the premium account. And then with this one, because I did do an animation for the last one, the last page, it will recommend that you download it as an MP4 video. So that way that it's compatible with Facebook or any social media. And then you can also do a GIF, which is a short clip with no sound, which usually will be about anywhere between 3 seconds to 5 or 10 seconds that you need. So those are the options to download. And then on this side, with where it has the little dots, where it gives you more, it gives you just information about how would you like to publish this piece specifically. Obviously, you can download it, you can share a link, you can schedule it, you can do Facebook. There is also more ways to share it down here. Just a reminder that if you want to share it with any of these other platforms, you do have to give it access to your Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Slack. If it's a presentation and you want to present it, it will give you that option. If you want to present and record, you're able to do that. There is more options on the bottom that will send this graphic or this design to Google, your Dropbox, Microsoft, OneDrive, MailChimp if you want to email it, LinkedIn, profile or your page. It does give you the option, again, like I said, to work with your website. You just have to remember what type of, what size and the pixelation on it. So then that way it doesn't get distorted. Like I said, you're able to download it. You can build it into your Microsoft PowerPoint if you're doing a presentation. And then you can also say that this is something that you're going to use for marketing purposes, and you want like a t-shirt or business cards, posters, flyers, you can get them printed through Canva. Otherwise, if you download it, you can just take it to like Office Max or something, or Eeks, and have them print it for you. Okay. And I'm keeping a look at the clock, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit. The other thing is your menu here, which gives you options on how to design your templates. Say that you didn't like this template. What I usually do, just in case that I want to go back and keep it, you do have the option on here to add notes. Let me make this bigger so that way you guys can see it. So this will add notes to this design. So then that way, if you're working with your team, everybody can add notes to what they think of the design. This one will duplicate the page. So if you click on it, it will just make the same design. Say you want to maybe change colors or add something else to see what it would look like. This page duplication is usually pretty amazing. Say you don't like it, you can delete it. And then right here, if you want to add another page. So if you hit this, it will just give you the green background. It will just give you the same color. To keep the same color scheme, it will just give you this. So it's pretty cool. The other one, say you want to animate your design, you click on here, and then you do have 5 that are free, and then you have more that you would have to, that come with the paid subscription. So say you want to animate it, just pick which one you want, and it will animate it for you. Usually, and then you have to pick how long you want to do it, because this is not a video. You probably want to make it less than 10 seconds, because once the animation is done, it'll just keep replaying it and replaying it, or it will just look like a flyer at the end. Like the image on the back in my background, that's what this is. It's an animation from that I think it lasts about 10 seconds. So then it'll fly in and then it'll stay stationary for a little bit. So that's one of the things that you could do with. And right now, since we did change it, if you look up here, you do have now the undo. So once you start making changes to your design, it does have an undo button. Like I said, the templates, you can search, or there's already some preset in here, depending on what type of design you want or what fits what you are doing or looking for. You can do by category, or you can also search through all the designs that are on here. Like I said, this design is super easy because it's basically a drop and drag. In here is all your uploads, any media upload that you want to do. You can do images, you can do video, or you can do audio. Just as a reminder, if you're uploading any images or videos or audio, it has to be stuff that you own or that you have the rights to. Otherwise, you could get yourself into trouble. It does have, say that you need photos. There is some that are trending. Otherwise, they are categorized and they will give you the information on the top, or you can search. You can use the search bar. Say that we're looking for a Halloween one because that's what we're going to be working on. You could do backgrounds. It will give you, let you know that it's free. Otherwise, it will be locked. And like this right here, it will have the watermark that will tell you that it is Canva. So just depending on what you need, your photos, you can utilize that. My other favorite tool is probably the elements, which in here you can do, there's feature ones. If you need lines, you can do see all, and they will all pop up. And again, it will tell you if they're free or not. You can do shapes. This is one of my favorites, perhaps, which it'll give you all the photo. So say you want this photo, like I said, it's very easy. All you have to do is drag and set it wherever you need it. You can resize it. Say that that's the one that we need, and say we want to pick a Halloween. Imagine that this was our all you have to do is drop in. Very simple. Just drop it in that little design that you have. And we have a question.
So Raul, there's a couple in the chat box. One of the questions is can Canva be used to design a website?
Yeah, so that one, if you're using some of this, you can. If you look in here, it will link it to your website. So you can have it where it does. You just have to remember that if this is like the social media one, the size of it's going to be a lot smaller rather than what you might need it for a website, but it does work with it. I think the other question that I saw is everything free and pro. Yes. If you buy the pro or the other one, because there's 3 sets, everything in pro, there is more graphics and more designs that you might need, or more pictures, because you're paying for that pro subscription. There is another one that will add even more, and it will open up more templates. If we're looking at the resizing tool, it does do it appropriately depending on what you need. Specifically, if we're talking for social media, it does work. But that is one of the benefits of paying for Canva if you want to do the pro account. Any other questions before I continue? And like I said, a lot of this is pretty simple. If you click on this and say, I didn't like that picture, just click on the picture and then you can drop and drag into that picture, that frame that you used. You can also move it around if you just double click on the picture, and it will let you do that. It's pretty simple to utilize. Like I said, this is one of the Canva is probably the most user-friendly platform that I've used to help my clients make any of their own designs. The other thing that I like is you can add stickers. They will always be featured on here, or you can go back and say you're looking for a Halloween sticker. All you have to do is type in Halloween sticker, on here, and they will show up. If you notice, there's some of them that will say free. Again, the other ones will say that it is paid. So say you can on your design, and like I said, just drop and drag, make it as small as you want. You can manipulate a lot of this stuff pretty easy. And now you've made it completely different. You've added something that will change the dynamic of your design. Say you want a Halloween that will actually change, you can do that too, or anything that you need. All you have to do is get the stickers are fun, something fun that you can add. And like I said, it's pretty easy. It will give you the borders that you need. Like say, hey, this is too close to the edge. If you want to center it, it will give you that. It will provide that also for you. It is pretty simple to use. The other one is the text, which I absolutely love. You do have these presettings right here that you can utilize if you need like an actual heading or a subheading or just a little bit of text. If you know what type of font you're looking for, you can type it in here. As an example, we're going to use this. And then it does have plenty of fonts. Some of them are locked again, because if you're not a pro member, then it won't give you that. It won't give you the access to that font. But it's pretty easy to utilize and to switch from fonts. And then you obviously have some other information up here, and I will go through here in a minute. There is also on here fonts that are already preset for you. So say you want to use this. This is what you want. You can go back in there, and you can change the wording in there, and it's already preset for you. It's part of a group, so you can change whatever fits your need on the design. Let me try to get it. Now I deleted everything. And like I said, this is why I like Canva, because it's pretty easy to use. And if you make any mistakes like I'm making, you can usually go back and change them. The next one, you can add music. Say that you want this to move and make it a video. You can add music on here. You can switch for audio. If you want any special effect, you can actually add it. Or say you want to utilize a background. Let me make a new page. Say that this is the background that you want to use to actually make a video. You can make it fit the screen. And then you can, and this will become now a video. And like I said, you can utilize the presentation form. You just have to go back and remember what you're utilizing Canva and what how is this going to fit your marketing needs. So always take that in consideration. Background. So this one does have a color palette already on here. So all the colors that are on here will be on this. So if you want to continue the same pattern, it will keep track of all the colors that you're using to utilize your time more efficiently in your design. Also, say you want to add a new color. If you know the code of that color or your brand color, and you know that code so that it matches specifically to your brand, you can type it in here and it will automatically find the color that you're looking for. There is already some preset backgrounds that you can utilize that are on here. A lot of them are free. The closer you get to the bottom, they will be blocked because they are on a paid membership. Also, your folder section, what you purchased, what you liked, and then if you created any other folders, which is also part of the page description. If you look at more, which is these little dots on the bottom, you can do from styles to charts. If you want to add any apps integrated, say you want a QR code because you specifically are targeting, you want more interaction with your customers, you can actually add a QR code that's going to lead them somewhere. So say that this is a social media graphic that you're going to add to your Twitter or to your Instagram or your Snapchat, and you want to add them to either follow a page, go to like a specific promotion that you want them to look at, you can do the URL, or it will to that QR code. So say that you want them to visit your website, put in your website, and then generate the code, and then put it on your social media, on your little graphic, the design that you've created. So, which I think is kind of cool. Then again, if we go back, you have all these different apps and integrations that you could add. The other fun one for me is this one, is your Google Maps. So say that you want to add this because people maybe they're not aware of where it's at. My favorite is you can add it in here, and people are able to click on the map, and it will give them directions and take them specifically to your business. Which is, like I said, another cool thing about Canva, and that one is actually free. And now that we went through all on the side, we're going to go in through here because now I only have like about 12 minutes before we continue, before we have to move. So let me give you some more information about what's in here and what is the information up here that you can utilize. Obviously, again, this is your font. It will give you all the fonts that you need, how to size the font, the colors. Again, here are the document, the colors on this graphic. So then you're able easily to transfer the same colors. Say that you're utilizing this and you're just remaking or recreating the imagery of this design, you can utilize the color template from the same design, so you don't have to continue to keep searching for these colors. Otherwise, they do have default colors. Again, if you want to make a new color, or if it's something for your brand, you can put the code of the color that you need. The other one, say that you want to, some of them will let you make them bold or italicize. You do have the alignment where you can make it centered, you can make it off to the right, off to the left, or you can make it fit into a paragraph. If you want to make a list, my other favorite is the spacing, because you can do the letter, so it will go all the way across, or you can do the line spacing. Say you want to make it, say, okay, I need more room to add more, you can make it up, you can make it go down, or if you want more spacing, you can change it. You also can anchor the text box of where you want it. The other one is the effects. So say we want to add effects to this, you can go in here, you can add a shadow, and then it gives you the options of how you want to shadow this. You can make it a lift, or say you want to make it glow, you can go in there and change the intensity of the glow or the glitch. So that's the other effects. There is more if you hit on this, underline, uppercase, if you want to copy the style, transparency of, so say we want to change that transparency and make it a little lighter, you can change it. You can also link it. You can lock. So say you don't want this to move, you can lock it, so then it won't move. Or if you want to duplicate or make a copy of the same design, say maybe you want multiple hands, and then you just want to make this one smaller and just duplicate the same design. And obviously there is your trash. On the bottom, you can also say there is a zoom where you can, if you want to need to zoom in more to look at your design more carefully, you can. This will give you the grid view of how many pages there is. And then this one will give you a full screen. So then that way you can look specifically at your design. Any other questions before I continue? Show you how to go from a stationary design to make a video or a GIF. I know it seems like a lot of information. And I had told Elizabeth, I'm like, I don't think I can cover an hour. And now I only have 8 minutes. So say you've already made this design that we have here. How do we change it to get to this? Let me zoom it down. So say you want to animate it, so that way it's not just a plain, simple design for your social media, and say you want it to move to captivate the attention of your customers. Again, all you have to do is click on your design, and it should show you how to animate it. Let me go back. Click on the animation. And what I did with this one, I just did a simple one. I clicked on Rise. So this is what it's going to look like. So again, if you want to animate your design so it shows up, it has that more better way to attract your customers. Go to the animation and then pick one of these. For this one, because the hand, it is coming out of the earth, I felt that the animation for this one, if it looked like it was popping up, it was the better choice specifically for this graphic design that I did. You can choose a time. I only chose 5 minutes because it will stay stationary after the animation is done. You can go 10 seconds, sorry, for the animation, and then it will basically be like my background where the animation will happen, and then for about 6 seconds of the animation will be stationary. So say we're getting ready to download this. Again, it will give you the best option on how to download your creation. This one is just suggesting me that we want to download it as a MP4 video. And then one of the other things you have to remember is if you're downloading you just want this, which is the final product, just click on the page you want to download, hit done, and then download it. You have to be careful when it's saying that it's preparing your design to not leave this page, because it will stop the downloading, and then you have to start all over again. And this will download to your download folder on your computer or your tablet. And then if we open it up, let me switch my screen. So this is what it would look like. Like I said, if it's stationary, it does move. And then that last, depending on how long you made the little video for, it will stay stationary. But it gives you more, a better way to promote your say that we're promoting the zombie cure drink, and it's a strong and bold Halloween drink. And then this is the information of where to get it. Like I said, you can add like a little QR code if you want them to go to your website to check out the menu. If this is not just the one thing you want to promote, it's super easy. You can utilize it in anything that you would like. Let me go back to the presentation as we go into the final slides. Just remember with the uploading, when you upload your design or any graphics that you need, is select the file, what type of file that is suited for your design that you're going to download. Make sure the file is the quality that you need for your design, and don't leave the page without the or the download will stop. Just a reminder. When uploading, you can upload from your computer, tablet, or your phone, and it will give you the options. You can also upload from Facebook, from Google Drive, Instagram, and your Dropbox. You just have to allow permission for Canva to have access to these applications. Facebook, you must have to connect your account. Google Drive, you have to give it permission. Instagram, the same, you have to connect it. And the Dropbox, give it access to that. Some of the fun features, like I showed you, are the frames in the grids. Select the frame and then arrange the frame in your design. You can add photos by uploading them or using your own. Stickers, I love the stickers. I think I overuse them, and that's something that I'm guilty of. It's a fun way of converting your design into a GIF or a video. In Elements, find the stickers, select all, or you can do a search or find by category. Videos, You can select video clips and add graphics, signage, and logos. Apps and integrations, add a QR code for a special promotion, or if you want them to link it to your website. You can add a map, like I showed you, for quick location and a link to the directions. Some helpful hints. Always keep your brand in mind. Colors and the concept, clear messaging. Design a simple and easy promo. Don't overthink it, because the more we overthink it, the more, I always call it, more junk that we add to our ad that is unnecessary, and it will take away from the focal point of the message that you're trying to bring. Don't get too wordy. People don't like to read. Templates are easy to modify to fit your business needs. You can do a 30-day trial. Again, if you want to cancel, you have to cancel at least 2 days before the trial ends, or you will be charged. And just have fun with your design. And if you don't like it, it's like a buffet. Try something else. And then Canva is very user-friendly. And if you have any questions, we do have a couple minutes for Q&A. Otherwise, here is my contact information. You can reach out to me, and I will more than gladly help you or walk you through some of the Canva. And just remember, if you would like to take any tutorials, Canva does have the School of Design that will give you information and more tutorials on how to use Canva. This was just an introductory presentation to Canva, so that way you're able to see what Canva is all about. And if you have any questions, I am open to questions. Otherwise, I did take up almost the whole hour, even though I told Elizabeth that I didn't think my presentation was going to take more than 30 minutes.
I knew it would. You're good.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
I was going to say, I will go ahead and send out, I'll email this presentation to all of you that registered and are attending. So you will get the list of his slides available to you in an email from me.
Thank you, everybody. I know that in the slides, if on the we did send it out as a PDF format, all the links work. It just on my presentation, for some odd reason, this morning when I was trying it out, it didn't work. But on the PDF format that I sent out, they do work. Again, thank you for joining me and joining Elizabeth and SCORE on this presentation. And like I said, if you have any questions, please